All right, today I'm going to bring a glass replacement for my actual Samsung Galaxy 21 Ultra. It's an older version, but I love this phone and I don't want to give it up. And unfortunately, my case it's damaged already. It's all scratched up. I need a whole new one. So I ended up buying this replacement, and I'm going to show you what it includes. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So they give you the instructions how to set it up, and of course, a couple of things: the cleaning devices, and actually, this is to get all the bubbles out too. And then they give you covers for the actual camera itself too. That's important, and this is going to be part of the actual connection where you have to remove the actual bottom part and it attached to it. And in the dictations will actually follow the instructions how to do that. They give you a rubber end here, and this is perfect so your phone will not move. You put it somewhere and it will not move from there and it stays fixed there so you don't have to be moving this thing around or anywhere else in case you're gonna have to take some bubbles. This is perfect for that. They give you two different glass devices to remove, and it's simple. If you guys can see that, all you got to do is make sure you put in this part of it on your Type C. But before you do that, make sure you remove any cases because it's not going to be compatible with any cases. So you got to remove any cases and remove your old film that you have too. So that's a must before you even start the process. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we remove the case. Now we're going to end up removing the old plastic. And if you guys can see, it is filthy. It is extremely filthy. We got to clean it up before. Make sure you clean it up enough where you're going to use the actual alcohol. But if you have filth like I do, maybe use a different cloth in the meantime before you actually start. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, before you start setting up the phone, you got to make sure you turn off the phone. So we're going to turn it off completely. All right, and we're going to set it up facing one way. So this is how we're going to do it. They're going to remove all the stuff around, and then we're going to clean it up. So make sure you got your wipes first. All right, this is important before you even start the process that you have everything included in side by side. Because if you mess up, you have two tries. So you got plenty of tries to actually the squeegee. You get two wipes and a cloth. This is the, and then you get the sticker to actually remove any kind of particles. So right now, what we're gonna do, make sure we don't have anything there, because I see a couple things in there. And then we're gonna get one of the wipes out, start cleaning it out. The wipe, completely clean it out everywhere. The side. You guys can notice it's a lot of stuff to clean in here. And once you get it all nice and clean, we could go ahead and remove with the actual wipe. Then just to make sure, get one of these stickers here. If you guys can see that, it tells you where to grab it. Then any particles. That's it. We got that in there. We're gonna get this in place here. Make sure you get that in there. And the camera's there. Okay. Now we're gonna lift one end. We're gonna remove the first part, number one. Drop it. Make sure the camera's in there, and then once it's in there, you know you got that part in there. Make sure the bubbles go in there. That part. That's number one, if you guys notice. And then we're going to do number two. Number two, all you got to do is lift up a little bit and take number two off, if you guys can see that. But with the way you do it, you just flex it like this. And you just end up pulling number two off automatically, like that. Two comes off. Make sure everything's in there, base. We fold it out again. And then we do this, the same process. See any particles or something? Just make sure that you're aware that you remove them. Then we go the other way, the opposite way. Get all the air bubbles. I think we got them all. Doesn't seem like there's any in here. Make sure we get the corners. And all we got to do is remove this part. That's it. And then with the cloth, you go back in there and make sure you grab the corners, because the corners is where it kind of doesn't grab very good, right? And that's it. That's pretty much it. We don't see any bubbles in there. If you see a couple bubbles or something, this is a really good setup. Easy to set up. I didn't have any problems whatsoever. I mean, I looked at a video and they do give you an instructional video that you could get out of their website before I even started. I like the whole process. Very simple, easy to set up. And then you take out the last part of it. Hope you guys enjoy the video.